Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome, man. Welcome to Beyond Classic Rock. Today, I've got a complimentary quad coming your way, man, and it's featuring the music of the band Oasis. Man, I've been on this platform for a whole year, and I've only had sprinklings of Oasis. I believe it's Liam, the big brother, and then I think Oasis was part of a complimentary quad. So needless to say, I should be doing a lot more. My memory is very act-strapped, so there might be a little overlapping here. I'm not quite sure. I can't recall. But anyway, I should definitely be doing more Oasis. I know that they're very notable, and a lot of people like them. They've got a huge following. So, we're going to start off with Supersonic, followed by Acquiesce, followed by the Masterplan, and then finally Champagne Supernova. So before I pop this off, I just want to give a shout out and a thanks to Liam. Thanks very much for the recommendation. Liam says, good evening, how are you? This is a recommendation for one of my favorite bands, the English rock and roll group Oasis. Liam and Noel Gallagher were the rock stars of the 90s. I've chosen only live songs. Okay, that'll be really interesting to check them out live. So, let's do this. First up, Supersonic. That's how acts win themselves over to me. That's how I become a fan. Just seeing how a certain act performs live. That's the measuring stick for me. Alright, with that said, Supersonic, live at Earl's Court in '95. Let's get it.
What was it like going to Earl's Court for the first time?
It was like, fucking hell, wow. Is everybody sure we're going to fill this? As somebody walked up and said it's just sold out.
That's Supersonic, yeah?
Earl's Court sold out. How many people? Good sound. Engages the crowd. Cheers, baby. Where are you going? Okay, I thought he was going to walk right down into the crowd. Nice shot of the crowd. He seems to be going through a state of overwhelm at the oceans of people in front of him. Trying to pick out faces.
It's gonna blow your fucking head off. And mine as well.
He swears with his British twang. Right on. Great, great live sound. Very complimentary to their studio sound. The musicianship is on point. It's tight, great precision in it, good presence. Nobody is overlapping anyone else. The vocals aren't drowned out. The musicianship is not drowned out. The lead guitar solo was crisp and sweet. Perfect. Excellent. And you could hear the crowd. You could see the crowd. Excellent. Great live presence. I am sold. I was already a fan, but, you know, I'm definitely a fan. Seeing somebody perform live is a different thing altogether. Hearing them, seeing them, it's a different thing. And for me, it's a legitimizing, it's the last legitimizing layer on that cake. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. I won't mention names, but yo, man. Sometimes I wish that I can unremember what I've experienced in seeing certain live acts. You know, you like their signature sound, you like their studio sound, and then you see them perform live, you see and you hear them, and you're like, damn, that was the shits. You know, and it kind of diminishes the fanship in your mind, in your feels. That's the way I am anyway. So I've learned, following a certain pattern, not to see or witness certain acts live, because you know that it's not going to be on point. You know what I'm talking about? All right. But these guys are definitely the exception to that. Look good, sound good, right on. So let's do this, man. Just a quick look at the band, and then we'll hit up song information. So, Oasis. Oasis were an English rock band formed in Manchester in '91. Developed from an earlier group, The Rain, the band originally consisted of Liam Gallagher, lead vocals, tambourine, Paul Arthurs, guitar, Paul McGuckin, bass guitar, and Tony McCarroll, drums. Upon returning to Manchester, Liam's older brother Noel, lead guitar and vocals, joined as a fifth member, finalizing the band's core lineup. During the course of their existence, they had various lineup changes, though the Gallagher brothers remained as the staple members. And I had it wrong. Noel is the older brother. I thought Liam was, sorry. As of 2009, Oasis have sold over 75 million records worldwide, making them one of the best-selling bands of all time. They are among the most successful acts on the UK singles chart and albums chart, with 8 UK #1 singles and 8 UK #1 albums. The band also achieved their platinum albums in the US. They won 17 NME awards, 9 Q awards, 4 MTV Europe Music Awards and 6 Brit Awards, including one in 2007 for Outstanding Contribution to Music and one for the Best Album of the Last 30 Years for What's the Story and Morning Glory. Oh, there's a period. Damn. That entire paragraph had no period. They were nominated for 2 Grammy Awards. All right. That's the band. Let's hit up the song. Supersonic. Supersonic is the debut single by English rock band Oasis. Written by lead guitarist Noel Gallagher, it was released on the 11th of April 94 as Oasis' debut single and later appeared on their debut album Definitely Maybe in August of 94. Supersonic was written and recorded in a single day at the Pink Museum recording studio in Liverpool. The band were there to record Bring It On Down, but first, as a warm-up, they started jamming together. Soon Noel Gallagher was humming a melody over McCarroll and Bonehead's rhythm until he called the jam to a halt as it as it was time to start recording Bring It On Down. The intended song was not going too well, so it was decided that they work on something new based on a jam they had had early that day. The recording was completed in 11 hours and it was never remixed. Noel has claimed that the actual writing of the song took place while his bandmates took a break from the recording studio and ordered a Chinese takeaway. Instead of joining them, Noel stayed in the studio to develop his riff and had written the entire song before they returned. He later remarked that it was an unbelievable experience to see their fans singing along to a song he had written at 3 a.m. in the morning. That must be a trip. Yeah, you know, they're looking out at these oceans of people and probably saying to themselves, damn, all of these people know our songs. Excuse my damn throat, y'all. Supersonic was released with 3 B-sides. Take Me Away, featuring only Noel Gallagher on acoustic guitar and vocals, I Will Believe, a mid-tempo rocker tape live in '93, and a demo of Columbia, which would later appear on the band's '94 album, Definitely Maybe. In March of 2005, Q Magazine placed Supersonic at number 20 in its list of the 100 greatest guitar tracks. In May of 2007, NME Magazine placed Supersonic at number 25 in its list of the 50 greatest indie anthems ever. Music video. There are 2 music videos for the song. In the UK version, the band is playing at a roof of a hotel near King's Cross Station. I immediately thought about the Beatles. The US version shows the band driving a car and playing in a hemispherical structure, nearly identical to the Some Might Say video. Some might say. Maybe I'm sure I know the song, perhaps. All right. Let's hit up the track that I had a hard time pronouncing, Acquiesce. All right. So this is Acquiesce, Earl's Court, Second Night. Let's get it. Oceans of people. Look at that.
I don't know what it is that makes me feel alive. I don't know how to wake the things that sleep inside. I only want to see the light that shines behind your eyes. And there are many things that I would like to know. And there are many places that I wish to go. But everything's dependent
Chewing his nails. Terrible habit. What's going on in his head right there? He's still overwhelmed at the crowd. That would be a trip. Cheers. Oh, what did it say behind the champagne? Right on. Good song, man. Good song. Acquiesce. Yeah, they really have a really nice, strong kind of stage presence live. The lead singer, Noel, I believe it's Noel, that's the younger brother, he's the lead singer. Yeah, he's got a really intense gaze, doesn't he? And I just like how he's just kind of observing the crowd, and, you know, he's just looming, you know, and just you could read some of his thoughts on his face. That is really, really cool. Great, great, strong presence. Strong stage presence. Just like, you know, certain actors have a very strong screen presence. You know, they're on the screen and they don't even need to be too animated. You know that there's some intensity coming off of that actor or actress, you know. I love that. I love that about certain actors. All right. Acquiesce. Acquiesce is a song by English rock band Oasis, written by Noel Gallagher. The song originally appeared as a B-side to Oasis' first UK #1 single, Some Might Say, on the 24th of April in '95. Its popularity led to it being included on the B-side compilation album The Masterplan, released in '98, after being voted for inclusion by fans of the band on their official website. In '98, the song was issued as a radio single in North America to promote the release of the Masterplan. It reached number 24 on the US Billboard Modern Rock Tracks chart, number 20 on the Canadian RPM Alternative 30, and number 44 on the RPM Top Singles chart. All of these damn charts, man. Acquiesce was also released as one of the lead tracks to the Stop the Clocks EP in promotion of their compilation album, of which it also appears on Stop the Clocks. The verses to Acquiesce are sung by Liam Gallagher, with the chorus sung by Noel, because he claims Liam could not reach the high notes. Noel Gallagher claims to have written the lyrics to Acquiesce on the way to the studio for the recording sessions of Definitely Maybe. The train was delayed, and during this interruption, he wrote parts of the song. According to the Masterplan sleeve notes written by music writer and critic Paul Dunoyer, the song is about friendship in the wildest sense and not as often speculated about the Gallagher brothers themselves. Okay, yeah. I was actually visualizing a relationship, but yeah, you know, it could be friendship, it could be sibling love. Many Oasis fans feel this song should have been held back to go on What's the Story, Morning Glory album, with others also feeling the song was strong enough to have been released as a single. This was an opinion that Alan McGee had when he first heard the song. He tried to convince Noel to release Acquiesce as a single instead of Some Might Say. Noel rejected this idea because he was adamant that the work on the single was completed, and was unwilling to have to write another B-side and record it. However, Noel has since said that this and a couple of other songs, such as the Masterplan, were strong enough to have been album tracks and singles. Yeah, hey, we're always wiser when it's in a retrospective point of view, isn't it? That's just how it goes, man. Such is life. It's all good. It didn't hurt you much. So, let's hit up our next track. That being the Masterplan. These guys are good, man. They're really good. You strip away everything else, and it's just them and their ability to create a really, really good song. Oasis, the Masterplan, unplugged in '96. Let's get it.
So, what's it, a couple of months, you probably heard this one. It's called the Masterplan.
I like it already.
Take the time to make some sense of what you want to say. Cast your words away upon the waves. Sail them home with Acquiesce on a ship of hope today.
There's that word
As they
again.
land upon the shore, tell them not to fear no more. Say it loud and sing it proud today. Best of all the things that come our way. 'Cause everything that's been is past. The answer's in the looking glass. There's 4 and 20 million doors on life's endless corridor. So say it loud and sing it proud today.
Good singer.
Dance if you wanna dance, please, brother.
Great delivery.
You know they're gonna go which way they wanna go.
Two sexy sax. lady has great hair. Beautiful.
It's Mark Felton, harmonica.
Excellent. You made that song, brother. That is beautiful. Excellent song, man. Masterful. And performed very, very well live. His vocal delivery, his angst, the way he leans into it. Sometimes you can lose that when it's in a live setting for whatever reason. They nailed that shit. That was on, man. That was tight. Right on. Good song. I gotta listen to that a few more times. Listen to it again. Get the lyrics. Listen to it while I'm looking at the lyrics. Get it all. And make sure that I've got all of the message behind it. Really, really nice. Yeah, I have a problem trying to listen to a song for the first time with the lyrics in front of me. For some reason, my focus is divided. And if I'm focused on lyrics, what happens is I lose all of those great nuances of the song. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm focused on lyrics. But if I listen with a blank slate first, I'll catch more of it. And what I've missed along the way, little tidbits, because you know you're not going to catch every single thing the first time. That's when I go back and then I look at the lyrics and then I kind of fill it in. And I'm like, oh, okay, I didn't get the full picture of it. I got it now, that sort of thing. I can't do it with the first listen because I don't get as much out of it for some reason. I miss everything else. So, but I bet you most of you are like that, right? Let me know if that's the way your mind tunes into music when you listen to it the first time. I know this is how my mind works. A lot of people say to me, oh, you're a fool for focusing on lyrics so much. It's a fool's errand to focus on lyrics, but it's just how I listen to music. In a format like this, when I'm sitting, no distractions, no one around me, that's how you would probably more so tend to listen rather than having distractions or just doing work or something like that and the music's playing behind you. But in a focused fashion like this, you can't help but really focus on lyrics. That's what I find. Anyway, my bladder's full. I gotta take a pee break, y'all. Give me a quick sec. I'll be right back. All right, y'all, so are we on? Yeah, we're on. The Masterplan. The Masterplan is a song by English rock band Oasis. The song was written by lead guitarist Noel Gallagher and is sung by Noel, and features all band members except lead vocalist Liam Gallagher and Paul Guigsy McGuigan. Okay, Guigsy is alright. Noel Gallagher plays the bass himself on this track, in addition to an orchestra. Noel Gallagher has regularly declared the Masterplan one of the best songs he's ever written. However, he regrets the fact that it was first released as the B-side, admitting he was young and stupid when he made that decision. He also claims that Creation Records boss Alan McGee, upon hearing the song, told Noel it was too good to be a B-side. Noel reportedly replied, "Well, I don't write shit songs." In 2020, he told Music Week, "The singles had to have 3 B-sides, and I was always coming up 2 songs short. I remember writing the Masterplan at home in Camden, and then going to Maison Rouge Studios in Fulham the next day and playing it on an acoustic guitar to silence. I'd write the master plan, talk tonight or half the world away, and nobody would say, do you want to hold that back? It's only as the years have gone along that I've realized that it was mental. But we were all mad in the 90s. Alan McGee was off his tits and he was running the label. The song also features a backwards guitar solo after the first chorus, approximately 30 seconds from the end of the song. Noel can be heard distortedly singing the chorus from Octopus's Garden by the Beatles. The Masterplan. The Masterplan is included in Oasis compilation album Stop the Clocks and the Stop the Clocks EP in November of 2006. A special L.S. Lowry-inspired animated promotional video, complete with a swaggering Liam, was created to promote the album. The song was performed at the MTV Unplugged concert in August of '96. That's what we just witnessed. That was excellent, man. And there's a music video. In the animated video, the band walked past Johnny Roadhouse Music, a music shop from which the Gallagher brothers regularly bought equipment at the beginning of their career. It also features on the soundtrack to the Spanish film La Mujer Ma Fi de la Mundo, as well as in an episode of CSI Miami. CSI Miami. What in the hell ever became of, is it David Caruso? What in the hell ever became of him, man? What's up with him? Alright. Let's hit up our next track. Champagne Supernova. Sorry, I'm having the giggles here. David Caruso, CSI Miami. He always struck me as kind of like a, I don't know, the red-haired, freckle-faced version of Clint Eastwood in the spaghetti western. You know, the way he was talking and everything like that? Oh man, fun times. Alright. Oasis, Champagne Supernova, live at Earl's Court in '95. It's a long one too, almost 10 minutes. Let's get it.
Do you have any memories from when you're on stage?
It's trying to get our kid to shut up rambling complete and utter gibberish in between the songs.
I fucking hate him. Honest to God, all this bullshit about fighting, it's all over lies. Me and him, he's a bald twat.
Brothers doing their thing.
This one's called Champagne Supernova.
I remember this song.
Shine
performs so well live, man. Great sound. I like how he just seems to loom at the crowd from the stage, you know? It's like a looming ghost. It's completely different from, you know, like a very animated frontman like a Mick Jagger. But he's still got lots of presence. I love the shots of the crowd, man. Oceans of people. I think this is Earl's Court as well. It looks like the same to me. Couldn't reach it. fantastic song. That was excellent. Is this their super song? Is this their signature song? I mean, you know, these guys are one of the best-selling acts of all time. So I'm sure that they have a whole bunch, but I know this one very, very well. Let me know, what is, in your opinion, their signature song? As, let's say, Stairway to Heaven is to Led Zeppelin, that sort of thing. Let me know. All right. So, these guys performed very, very well live, needless to say. I mean, that is an understatement right there. They have great presence. They're engaging with the fans. His vocal delivery is on point. Well balanced. Everything is well balanced. The instrumentation, you can hear everything clearly, you know, and nothing is overlapping or overshadowing anything. The vocals aren't overlapping the musicianship, and the same way around. His vocals aren't being drowned out. And yeah, despite all of that stuff going on around him, he can still deliver it very crisp, clear, and concise. You know, he's not missing things. He isn't winded. You know, all of that sort of thing. When you see somebody performing live and it's just not the same, a lot of it is diminished because for some reason they just can't deliver the goods vocally. No problems like that here. These guys are really, really on point. Their signature sound live is just as good as their studio, man. And that's rare, let me tell you. You don't see that with every single act. Yeah, it's one of the biggest things that I like about these guys already. So, Champagne Supernova is a song by English rock band Oasis, written by Noel Gallagher. It's the final track on the band's second album, What's the Story, Morning Glory in '95, and was released as a single in Australia, France, and New Zealand in May of '96. The Jam frontman Paul Weller appears as a guest guitarist and backing vocalist on the track. A music video for the song, directed by Nigel Dick, was released in '96. The single was not released in the UK. I wonder why. Some sort of management call or something like that. The song was released in the US as a radio single, becoming the band's second #1 single on the Modern Rock Tracks chart. It also peaked at number 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 airplay, becoming the band's third top 40 single on that chart. The song is included on the band's greatest hits album, Stop the Clocks, and on the US release of Time Flies from '94 to 2009. Supernova was nicknamed Champagne Supernova after the song. Background. Noel Gallagher claimed in 2005 that he had still not made up his mind as to what the song actually is about, having previously told an NME interviewer in '95, quote, "It means different things when I'm in different moods. When I'm in a bad mood, being caught beneath a landslide is like being suffocated." The song is a bit of an epic. It's about when you're young and you see people in groups and you think about what they did for you and they did nothing. As a kid, you always believed the Sex Pistols were going to conquer the world and kill everybody in the process. Bands like The Clash just petered out. Punk rock was supposed to be the revolution, but what did it do? Fuck all. The Manchester thing was going to be the greatest movement on earth, but it was fuck all. This guy swears a lot. When we started, we decided we weren't going to do anything for anybody. We just thought we'd leave a bunch of great songs. But some of the words are about nothing. One is about Brackett the Butler, who used to be on Camberwick Green or Trumpton or something. He used to take about 20 minutes to go down the hall. And then I couldn't think of anything that rhymed with hall apart from cannonball, so I wrote slowly walking down the hall faster than a cannonball. And people were like, wow, man. There's also the line, where were you while we were getting high? Because that's what we always say to each other. But the number of people who've started clubs called Champagne Supernova is fucking unbelievable. And the album isn't even released yet. unquote. That was a long ass, that was 2 paragraphs, man, all rolled into one big slurp. In a 2009 interview, Gallagher told the following anecdote. This writer, he was going on about the lyrics to Champagne's Supernova, and he actually said to me, you know, the one thing that's stopping it being a classic is the ridiculous lyrics. And I went, what do you mean by that? And he said, well, slowly walking down the hall faster than a cannonball, what's that mean? And I went, I don't know, but are you telling me when you've got 60,000 people singing it, they don't know what it means? It means something different to every one of them, unquote. There you go. You can't argue with that shit. 60,000 people singing that shit back to you, that's all you need. You know, you don't need some professional critic, somebody like that's opinion. You don't need that shit. Now when you got 60,000 fans singing that shit back to you, man, waving their hands in the air and shit, what do you need to hear from him for? All right. So that is our look at Oasis. Not just Oasis, but Oasis Live. A really masterful sounding Oasis Live. Man, these guys are on their shit. Let me tell you, when you, like I said, for me, that's the measuring. So maybe it's an unfair expectation. I don't know. But for me, that really qualifies you to me as a great act. And I am definitely sold as a fan if I see and hear you perform live and perform well. That's the final frontier for my fanship, to win my fanship. And these guys have definitely done that. They're really excellent, man. I've always known that they were excellent. I just haven't been very, very familiar with them. That's basically it. Yeah, excellent band. So, let me, I'm just taking a look at my notes here. Yeah, so Jeff's reaction is next. Amy, Jack, I've got a couple of new patrons that I'm going to bounce on, and I'll have all of that knocked out within a couple of days, man. So that is what's going on in the next little bit with me. And yeah, I believe that I've got, I can't remember who the act is, but I do remember it being progressive metal. And we're going, it's either we come to the present on this platform or we go back to the past. And going back to the past, I know that I've got some soul grooves, and I know that I've got some folk rock in the chute. That's basically it. Sometimes I can remember specifically what and who, but there are times like now where I cannot, man. But that's what I know that's coming up. Anyways, y'all, hope you enjoyed this, man. Pardon me for my really choppy reading and my damn messed up throat. Sometimes it just goes like that, you know? You turn on the camera and you're trying to make everything good, and sometimes it just doesn't go. You just got to go through it. So the odd time, I'm just not on it. And again, not being on it, there was something else I was going to say. Update-wise, now I can't remember. Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I know that I've got another live something, and I believe it to be an album. I'm remembering this only because I've got flashes of the Talking Heads coming into my mind, because last week I did a reaction to their concert. So I've got something else like that coming up, and of course I can't remember specifics. Anyways, that's my update. That's my reaction. Liam, thank you very much. This was great, man. Thanks for giving me a little bit of a wider exposure to Oasis. They're fantastic, and they definitely deserve all the accolades and praise that they've got. Definitely well deserved. Anyways, you guys have a good one. Take care, and I'll catch you in another reaction. Peace.